do it yourself, or get a travel agent? Which one is better?
That might be out of my
That might
budget.
be out of my budget.
Is it expensive? How much is it?
How much is it?
What do they eat?
Do they have vegan options?
I don't know. I can't eat what they eat over there.
What is there to do there?
Man, I heard that place is boring.
I heard that place is boring.
Is it even safe over there?
Is it even safe
Is that
over
place
there?
even safe?
But is it safe for
Is it even
single women?
safe over there? You know they been killing people.
What should I pack? I don't know.
I heard the rooms are small and they don't even have AC.
I don't know where to begin to plan a trip. Is there a language barrier?
Man, I don't know.
What's up, everyone? So on this channel, I'm all about finding ways to travel the world at a low cost. I still haven't paid full price for an international flight yet. I want to share and explore all the different ways we can travel the world, but at a reasonable cost. But my way isn't the only way to do it. So on this channel, you will see me bring in different people who have different perspectives so we can see how they get it done. So on this episode, I brought in Moshmi Hill from Monsoon Travel's travel agency, and she's going to explain why travel agencies should still be a viable option. Welcome to the Trvlkast, and today we have Moshmi, owner of Monsoon Travels, right? So the reason I asked Moshmi to come today is because I have this whole channel built upon creating new travel opportunities, inspiring people to get out there and just do more. So there's more than one way to handle business. There's more than one way to get this done, and today we have Mo to talk about it. So why should I use a travel agent versus the way I've been doing it, just going?
Well, thank you first of all for having me on the podcast with
Thank you
today.
for coming.
I will definitely say I do have a few reasons why people think that travel agents are extinct now. They're not, because you really need travel agents more than you thought you would need them, especially with the whole millennials and everything coming by. So one of my biggest reasons to have a travel agent, I would say, is we do get firsthand experience. We get to go to all kinds of conferences. One of the biggest conferences I go to is Delta Vacations University, where I get firsthand experience. I learn about these different resorts, what's coming next. We get to feel and see the new airplane seats. So that sounds kind of silly, but you'll be surprised how many people have they're very particular about where they sit and what kind of seat they sit in on the airplane. I haven't flown on Delta One yet, but I would like one of those $5,000 seats eventually, one day.
So quick interruption real quick. So me as a 6'3" guy, kind of long.
Right.
How can I get so it seems that they're trying to fit more people.
They
in.
are.
All right.
They are.
So where can a guy like me get in and be comfortable?
Well, when I have tall clients, usually when I have somebody over 6 feet, I will immediately book them in the emergency aisle. That's the best I can do for that, unless they want to upgrade and get first class. First class is going to be your best bet at all times. Delta economy is okay, but you only get about 4 inches to 6 inches of space. And if you're 6'3", that's going to be kind of hard to do.
Gotcha. As you were saying?
So I would say definitely we do get these first-hand experiences to go to these different conferences. Every year I try to go to something called a FAM, and it's for travel agents, where you get to go down to the actual island, to that resort. So far I've done the Nickelodeon resort in Punta Cana, which is amazing because you get to see what all your clients are going to have. You get to taste the food. You get to see the alcohol, because you'll be surprised if there's going to be top shelf liquor or if it's going to be local liquor. You just don't know.
Especially in the DR.
Well, right. But places like Nickelodeon, who's owned by Charisma Resorts, they're not playing that. They're definitely not going to mess their money up like that. So I have been to a Universal Orlando FAM before. That was amazing because we did the VIP tour, where you literally get to go and experience going to all these rides through the back door. You just jump right onto the ride. Somebody's holding your stuff for you. Someone's taking all your pictures. You're literally VIP, because this is how it is. I have also been to one of the Sandals resorts. We toured all different properties in Jamaica. I mean, it's just you get that firsthand experience that I can come back and say, hey, look, I have been to this property. I have experienced it. I ate here. I did this. you get to actually, I like to network with people at properties, and you can network and you can email them and say, hey, I have clients coming in, take care of them.
Okay, so for everyone out there, the type of clients that should seek out your services, are these people who are looking for first class experience, who should their expectation be that in order to get a first class experience, I got to have first class money?
No.
Or anyone can
I don't say that at all. The biggest misconception is people don't think that they can travel. Oh, I don't have the money for it. I can't afford that. That is not true. You'll be surprised how much you literally can travel on a small budget. I do have high-end clients, and I also have folks that don't have enough. I mean, for $2,000, you can still do a lot. You can do a full all-inclusive vacation with airfare, transfers, all your alcohol, your food, everything included. And you'd be surprised for like 4 to 5 days. You can do that for $2,000. I can definitely assist you with that. And I will, so that's my second thing is a payment plan. With the travel agent, a payment plan is a must. I cannot stress that enough. Don't laugh about that. That's nothing funny, because you may not have, people usually don't have $3,000 to $4,000 just sitting around in a pot to put onto a vacation. But most of the time, it's a $200 per person deposit, and then you have month after month after month to make payments. I will keep my clients on a strict schedule. Like, look, I know you're getting paid this Friday. I'm going to go ahead and run your card for $150 or $200. I'm going to clarify that with you prior to, but when the time comes a few months later when you're going to take that trip, you've already paid for it. You're good to go.
I think that's one of the differences between how I approach travel and how you do it. I think that's a benefit to use a travel agent as far as payment plans, because when I'm going, usually I have to catch a deal, and I may save money, but it's paid right then.
Exactly.
So if I find a great deal on a flight or a hotel, I have to go ahead and put that money up right then versus someone who can organize a trip for someone as many as up to 5, 10, 15 people, and put everyone on a
even more than that. I've had groups of 50 to 60 before for wedding groups, and everybody needs a payment plan. You'd be surprised. You can go on Expedia for sure, Travelocity, all these different places. You have to pay in full at booking. But when you use a travel agent, I can find you different ways through Delta Vacations, FunJet Vacations, Southwest Airlines Vacations. Everything has a payment plan, and it is complimentary. There's no cost to you. It's completely complimentary.
One of the other differences that we talked about earlier is that in the way in which I find deals and things like that, my job permits me and allows me to have a lot of flexibility. And I understand everyone may not have that same flexibility. So in those cases, I think the best bet would probably be to use a travel agent. So for example, I work from home a lot. So there's a lot of times I spend on the other side of the country. I'm working.
You're working.
Exactly, but I'm also on the other side of the country because wherever there's Wi-Fi.
I was going to say, as long as you have Wi-Fi, you can log in.
As long as I have Wi-Fi, I can
you
go.
Can work. Exactly.
And then the other thing is, a lot of those deals, as far as flight deals, I find in the middle of the week. I'm at home in the middle of the week, and I can just kind of skirt off to the airport. Like, I've literally worked from the airport, worked on a flight.
Oh, I'm sure.
So that type of flexibility, and I understand maybe like teachers who are in more rigid schedules may not have the same flexibility.
Right, I was going to go there next, because we do, if you have children, or you are a teacher like you're saying, or you know for a fact that you're going to have Thanksgiving off, you're going to have Christmas time off, you know for a fact you're going to have a fall break or a winter break. Usually fall break is in October, winter break is in February, times like that. You can reach out to me, you can call me and say, hey, I know I have a week off in October for fall break, and we could be talking during the summertime. And I said, all right, cool, I can book you into something. You literally have about 4 to 5 months to pay for your trip. At least you have your vacation days already set, because not everybody has unlimited PTO, or where they can work from home, or they can be remote. They have to go into the office. But as long as you have your PTO days set and scheduled, I can book you anywhere.
Speaking of children, a very popular destination, if you have children.
My favorite destination.
And I see you post a lot of things as far as about Disney and the Disney experience.
Yes. Walt Disney World is definitely my favorite experience. Since I was 5 years old, I have gone every year. Now that I have my own family, we are a Disney family for sure. We're also a Universal Orlando family, but we're definitely a Disney family. I cannot stress enough how much you do need a travel agent for Disney, a authorized Disney planner, because especially if it's your first time going, you don't know anything about fast passes. dining, what resort to stay at. I have been to so many of the properties on Disney property, and they go from the moderate resorts to the higher end ones where you're staying in a villa with a giraffe coming out from your window at Animal Kingdom. You know, you'd be surprised. Exactly. That sounds crazy to you, right? But you had that experience. You open your balcony and there is a giraffe sitting right there.
I don't know if I want that. That's the problem.
Well, so I cannot stress so much. I have several Disney clients, and like I said, I go to Disney firsthand. I was just in Disney last weekend, and I'll be there again soon. I love it. It's something that I love to take care of your Disney dining experiences. I stress to have the character dining where the children can meet Mickey and Minnie, Cinderella, Winnie the Pooh. I mean, it's just a fun experience. Disney can definitely cost a lot, but Disney also offers a payment plan. So their overall vacation package plan is just a $200 deposit overall. Like, it doesn't matter how big your family is. It doesn't matter if your trip costs $10,000. You just put that $200 down and you make payments.
So some of the things you may see on my channel, I'm not going to offer a payment plan for anything that I have on my channel. So this is another case in which I wanted to showcase how I may do things as well as how others may approach it. And it's not to necessarily draw a contrast, but to put all the options on the table in terms of travel.
Right.
So thank you, Mo, for
Of course. Thank you
coming
for
with
having
me
me.
to
I
participate
appreciate
today.
that.
You want to give your social information?
I do. My business is Monsoon Travels. You can find me on Instagram and on Facebook for Monsoon Travels _Moshami Hill.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That will be
I appreciate
a
it.
wrap. See, people went to the real GSU follow directions.